Hello, everybody. Welcome back to a whole new episode, Weekend to Remember, with your boy, the young All American, Justin Foley.
And with your young superstar, Brendan Cotman.
Man, before we go any further, since you're on the All American State of Mind YouTube channel, go ahead and subscribe to our channel. And after you get done listening to this episode, go ahead and go check out some of our original content that we have on our channel. And after that, once you're done with that, go check out the All American State of Mind podcast, which is available on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts and wherever else you like to listen to podcasts. And while you're listening to us on those platforms, go ahead and subscribe to us, leave some comments, you feel me? And let's begin. My boy, what do you want to talk about first, my boy?
Man, we gotta talk about that Michigan and Ohio State game, bro. Like, bro, that was bro, it was I didn't have to be to work till 1. I almost late to work for just watching that game, bro. That game was
Mm-hmm.
I wish I was at that game, bro. That game looked lit, like legit.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact, bro, they was about to fight in the tunnel before the game. I don't know if you knew that, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I peeped all that.
I love that, bro. Like that's what football is about, bro. Like I love seeing just competitiveness, bro. Like, and I just think I ain't trying to be like the stereotype, but I just think it's a guy thing, bro. Like we just competitive, bro. So
It's that energy, bro. It's just like when you feel you gotta puff out your chest, you feel me? It's just really one of them. But bro, that game was so crazy, bro, because the way Michigan started off the game, man, like he bust that joint open, my boy.
yeah, bro. And like after watching that game, like John Harbaugh is really an underrated play caller from Michigan, bro. Like
Mm,
bro, he ran the ball down their throat, and the
mm,
fact that he did not pass the ball once because Ohio State run defense is horrible,
mm, mm,
horrible. But like they running back, the Michigan running back had five touchdowns, bro. Five.
mm. Yeah, yeah.
Dang,
Bro,
bro. Ohio State, bro. That's wild.
bro, the thing I think I like about Harbaugh, bro, is the changes he made in the offseason, bro. Like he looked himself in the mirror and was like and thought about where could this team get better and what can I do and get better as a coach. And he made a whole change to his coaching staff, bro. Bringing in
Oh
new
yeah.
younger coaches, just to connect to players, and bring some new energy into the building, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure, bro. And I'm really happy for him because you remember all that criticism was coming out about John Harbaugh saying like he's not the right coach or he can't coach his play calling and this and that and
Mm-hmm.
like they just had a huge game against an Ohio State team and Ohio State has some of the top receivers on their team this year. So um, just seeing them, they didn't even just win; they dominated, bro. Like
Yeah,
they
yeah.
dominated. They scored 42 points.
Mm-hmm. And like, bro, every time like Ohio State offense like would score, they scored too. You feel me? And let them know
Oh
like,
yeah,
oh, this is not the old Michigan. Like we ain't gonna let you just embarrass us. Like this is like what they've been looking forward to like since like their camp last year. Since they started off season conditioning last year. This was on
oh
their
yeah,
schedule. Like they knew like we have to beat Ohio State.
yeah. This yeah, I wouldn't have wanted any better. Um, like it's nothing better when you're playing at home, a sold out crowd basically,
Mm-hmm.
and it's snowing and the crowd is
Oh,
lit, bro.
bro, the
Like
snow was kind of yeah, that was.
that made the game more crazier, bro. I don't know why, bro, but it just made it like, man, this is like
Mhm.
that was an epic game, bro. Like
Yeah, it
we
was
can,
good.
yeah, it was good. And bro, I meant to tell you about that defensive end they had on Michigan, bro.
Hutchinson.
He, yeah, bro,
Mm-hmm.
like he broke a record for like most sacks in the season or something like that, right?
I know he leads the Big Ten. I know he leads the Big Ten for sure.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be pretty good when he gets to the league, bro. they're probably going to have him like he's pretty big, but I feel like they're going to have him lose a little bit weight. But like that dude, him, and I would say the running back are probably like the top two players on that team.
Bro, they have a deep. They had two running backs. Is really like their whole offense, bro. Like that, like the Mexican running back they got. He's a dog too. It's just he hasn't been healthy. But like the beginning of the season, like he was like kind of like the reason why they was doing. Him and the other running back, like why he was doing so good on offensive end. You know.
Yeah, and then my boy Brett he was actually telling me about the other running back that you just mentioned, how him and the Haskins, the running back that scored 5 touchdowns, how their stats is pretty similar because their running back is just both their running backs are really good. So
the fact they just have like two different running styles. That's all that is.
Oh yeah, for sure, bro. But like overall, bro, like I was really pleased with the game. I wasn't shocked that Michigan won. I had a good feeling that they was going to win, just coming off the fact that it's a big rival game and it's at home, and just was hard. Like they're 10-1 this year. Their only losses to Michigan State, and they really should have beat Michigan State, in my opinion, because they were leading half in that game. But man, like after seeing, I gained more respect to John Harbaugh after that game. That's all.
Yeah. So what do you think about the top 4 ranking that's going to be updated? How do you think that's going to be with the rankings?
Dang, man, that's hard. I go Georgia.
Okay.
Man, at 2. It's so weird, bro. There's quite a few teams that's like 11-1, 12-1. So Alabama barely won.
Bro, they was getting blown out by Auburn, and like this is not even a good Auburn team. So I'm like, and I was like, man, fuck it, forget the top 4. We talking about Alabama, right? And I was like, bro, that Alabama Auburn game, the way it started off, bro, I'm like, if they cannot stop or handle Auburn's front 7, imagine what Georgia do with better players and better coaching. What you think they're gonna do? What you think they're gonna do? You know? So it's like it's this man, that offensive line, if they don't drop a set, you feel me?
Yeah.
And throw some cojones like out of nowhere, like and just get the plan out of this world, you know? If that doesn't happen, like man, Georgia just might just go undefeated.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I wouldn't be surprised about that prediction that you just made because like Georgia's been dominant all year and they've been the most consistent team, one of the most consistent teams all year. But I'll go Georgia at 1, 2. I'll say Cincinnati.
Okay.
I'll say Georgia, Cincinnati at 3. I'll go. I don't know. I'm afraid to put Michigan at 3, bro.
They beat Ohio State, and Ohio State was a top 4 team. So like you have to because Michigan was just ranked like 5. You know, so you have to put them inside the top 4. Well, they're going to put them inside the top 4.
Yeah. Okay, I'll put Michigan there, and then at 4, I would say between Notre Dame and even though Alabama barely won, either between
I was just thinking that, bro. I was literally just thinking that. I'm thinking Georgia number 1, Cincinnati number 2. Then I got Michigan number 3, and either Notre Dame or Alabama number 4.
Yeah, those are top 4 teams. I really hope, because I'm a Notre Dame fan, bro. Yeah. And Notre Dame got a bat. You saw the draw last year that they had first, bro. They had Alabama first round, bro. So if they have Georgia first round this year, it's just I need to talk to the commissioner, bro.
It's tough, bro. It's tough.
And like it's crazy when you get like such a like bad draw, bro. Like I just know how that is in like college sports in general. like when you're making brackets and stuff, bro, like
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it's just out the random. You just get placed in like a bad draw. You get the number one seed right off the bat. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Bro, talking about brackets, man, like how did you like want your bracket to be like back when you was wrestling, man?
I'm trying to think, bro. Well, I remember my senior year of high school. I made it to state, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They had, bro. Think about they had the number one, they had the 1, 2, and 3 guy on the same side. I
Wow.
was number one. The number 2 guy was my training partner that I trained with at a wrestling club, and the number 3 guy was a
Wow.
different dude, and we was all on the same side, bro. So
That's wild.
so my quarterfinal match, I had the number 2 guy in state, and
Mm-hmm.
then the semifinals match, I had the number 3 guy. And the only thing I say about that is just like with draws, you just gotta always be prepared. If you're in a bracket, you just gotta be prepared.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I feel like when those things happen, it catches a lot of people off surprise.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true, man. So like what was like your ideal bracket for like when you was wrestling in college, when you was at UIU?
All right, for a regular season, like one, we wrestled at I remember last year we wrestled at the Luther Open, which is by that Culver's that we used to go to. It's
Mm-hmm.
by it's like 45-minute, 50-minute drive to Luther.
Yeah.
Um, and I remember I had a guy from University of Iowa in my bracket,
Mm-hmm.
and he was the number 1 seed.
Mm-hmm.
I was the number 2 seed. And then this guy from Wartburg, who that college is a top Division 3 school in the nation.
Okay.
He was a 3 seed. So
Okay.
they go off your rankings. They go off like who you beat, and they put you. So for wrestling, the number 1 seed is always at the top of the bracket.
Mm-hmm.
The number 2 seed is always at like the low part of the bracket, and then
Okay.
the number 3 seed is like right in the middle, and
Okay.
then so forth and so on. And then regionals is like it's pretty similar too. It depends on like if you're like 0-3 in
Mm-hmm.
conference, like you're gonna have a bad seed. Like you're gonna have like the number 1 like seed
Sheesh.
right off the bat. So those like those
Mm-hmm.
division rivalry matches matter because once you get to regionals, so you don't have to wrestle the number 1 seed right off the
Mm-hmm.
bat or the number 2 seed. So that's usually how they do it.
Okay, okay. But before we go back to talking about football, college football, man, uh who was like some of your favorite like schools you used to love to go against when you was at UIU?
Ooh, bro, I remember I wrestled Mankato, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like they crowd is so toxic, bro. Like, and
Yeah.
I mean that in like they just so toxic. I was
Mm-hmm.
wrestling the number 1 guy in the nation. He was actually uh he wrestled the coach from my team who was coaching me in the national finals. So
Wow.
and I remember after I won, like I was pointing to the crowd. Then it was this lady. I had like it was like a verbal battle that we was like having after like match. Like, bro, like it was just. But I would say Mankato. Um, honestly, just Mankato, bro. Like
Okay.
they fans made me like better in a sense because they would talk so much trash, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's crazy. But like I love it though, Like you gotta some people think it's like bad for fans to heckle athletes, but like that's part of the that's part of sports in my opinion, bro. But I mean there's always a limit, but like
Yeah.
when you heckle athletes, bro, it's all fun and games, bro. It's talking trash
Mm-hmm.
but Minnesota Mankato is my favorite school to go to.
Okay, my guy. Now let's get back on to the college football, my boy. Bro, now we gotta talk about USC, bro.
Yeah, bro. You know the crazy thing is, I didn't even know that USC didn't even did they have a head coach
They
before?
had a interim head coach because like they fired their
Uh,
coach like kind of in the beginning of the season.
oh,
Mm-hmm.
wow. So
Yep.
how do you think with the big news that's coming out of y'all? But how
Mhm.
do you feel about this new coach coming in
We
and
can
taking that
ride.
coaching job?
Bro, I'm surprised that I am so shocked that Lincoln Riley is leaving Oklahoma. I thought he would have tried to be there forever. And it was like the fact that he's leaving for that USC job, man. I'm just really shocked, bro, because oh man. But it's like if he could get USC to be decent, bro, they gonna get some really great recruits. You feel me? If they could just win in state, get all the in state players in California, bro. In California
Yes.
alone, bro. Come on now.
Yeah.
They gonna be they gonna be back to the top of the Pac-12 in no time, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure, bro. Maybe if they picked up Spencer James. But on a serious note,
Mhm.
US. When was the last time USC was decent? When they had Reggie Bush?
Bro, it's been a
It's been
minute.
a
Like
yeah.
no, they was decent like a few years back when they had Sam Donald. They was all right. Uh, they had when they had like Robert Woods and there was another guy. I forgot Marquise Lee. When they had Robert Woods and Marquise Lee, they was decent. Like they was really solid. Who else? When they had what's his name? Mark Sanchez, they was decent.
Oh wow, dang,
Yeah, so
that was a minute ago.
it's been a little
Yeah.
been a little minute. But
Hey,
mhm.
that coach is probably in his bag too, bro. I'm sure he's getting paid good for taking over that head coaching job too. So I'm sure it's better for his family in a sense too.
Bro, the crazy part is like Oklahoma would have gave him the world for him to stay there, bro. And it's much cheaper to live in Oklahoma than it is to stay in LA because the cost of living in California is so crazy.
Oh yeah. Hey, but like it's sacrificing those tornadoes though in Oklahoma.
Well, for earthquakes in LA and Cali,
Yeah. Because I know, like in Oklahoma, they have like a lot of tornadoes, but I don't know like which specific parts of Oklahoma. But that's all I know. But who knows? Maybe he can, if he changes the program and
hmm
do some good things there, man. So I'm rooting for him.
bro. So who do you think is going to be the next head coach at Oklahoma?
Trying to think. I don't know, man. I'm sure they're going to be looking at some NFL coaches, or maybe even
They're
some
gonna have
NFL.
to. They're gonna
Yeah,
have to. They gonna have to find somebody.
yeah.
Somebody
I
like
feel like it's going to be. I feel like it's going to be somebody from like the NFL, bro. I don't
okay.
know. I think
What you
it's
what
going to
you
be like
think
a.
about Cliff's Clinsbury? What's his name? Cliff Kingsbury? The Arizona
Kingsbury.
coach.
Cool.
Arizona.
Mm, how's Arizona doing this year?
Bro, they going dummy this year, bro.
Oh,
They
wow.
going dummy. I believe they top in NFC too. But and
I would.
I threw that name out there because like I saw a few people on Twitter saying like, oh, like he might be leaving Arizona and this and that, but I haven't heard anything concrete about that. That was just like somebody just a few people just throwing out names out there, you know.
No, I would stay there if I was him. Like
Yeah.
Arizona, you're doing pretty good. Your team is having a good year this year.
hmm
So I mean, it's no reason for you to leave. It's not like you guys are on like a downfall and the recruiting process is not the best. So I mean, Arizona's a hot state, so you're gonna be playing all your home games is gonna be hot
Great weather,
all year.
great weather. Great
Great
weather.
weather.
You got
Great
Kyler
weather.
Murray as a quarterback. You still got
Yeah.
AJ Green and D Hop. Come on now. You got Christian
Yeah.
Kirk. Like, come on. The
Yeah.
offense.
And they have a good chance of winning the Super Bowl this year. So I wouldn't leave if I was him. Like their whole team is just like dominant this year. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and that boy D Hop, when he's healthy,
Oh, he like that. He like
yeah,
that. He is
yeah,
that. He not
yeah,
just like that. He is that.
bro. Like if y'all haven't seen Hard Knocks
Mm-hmm.
with DeAndre Hop, that
I'm
if
already
getting
know.
humble was a video, bro. That's all I gotta say.
Man,
Bro,
that's all I'm gonna say, man.
dude, like that route like was crazy, bro. Oh my gosh,
He legit
bro.
broke dudes. Like he legit broke D'Angelo Hall's ankles, bro. Legit.
And and D'Angelo Hall's back then he was solid, bro.
Yeah, and
So
he's
like,
like he's gonna be a Hall of Fame. He's gonna be in the Hall of Fame, bro.
oh yeah, and
He
he did
Hall
that
gonna
to a
be in the
Hall
Hall.
of Fame corner, bro. Like think
Mm-hmm.
about that.
Yeah. Every dog has his day.
The top three players that I would be so afraid to hold. I would say as if for route running, I would say Stephon Diggs,
Okay.
D Hop, and Devontae Adams.
Okay. Okay. For me, if I had to, excuse me, if I had to stick these three guys, that's in the NFL right now, I'll be like really like nervous. Because Keenan Allen, like just like
Ooh,
off of routes alone, Keenan Allen, uh, Emmanuel Sanders, and Devontae.
ooh,
Them
those are
three,
good. Man,
them three, I'd be like, ooh, it's gonna be one of the ones, you know.
I hate. You know what route I hate? That's super hard to stop when a receiver. I don't know what route this is
Mm-hmm.
called, but like when you're on like the 5 yard goal line, receiver cuts in and then cuts back out.
I just want them whip routes.
Yeah, I hate
Mm-hmm.
those because like when you get sucked in,
Yeah,
you
because
not. It's no way to like have that
like bottom on
catch
point.
and feed. Yeah, bro, I
Mm-hmm.
hate those. But did you catch any? Did you catch any more? I know it was a lot of crazy. It was more crazy games on Saturday. Did you catch any?
Bro, Oklahoma lost.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Oklahoma
about
lost
that.
to Oklahoma State.
That's crazy. How do you think that? Ooh, that's crazy, bro. Because Oklahoma State is 7. They almost lost to, and then Oklahoma is ranked 10, right? I saw.
I forgot where they was ranked at, but I just know Oklahoma lost. I watched like that game last night, bro.
Dang, I was at work, bro. I was trying. I couldn't find. Um, like I was busy working, bro. I was so mad I missed that game. But I was checking the scores, and it was just this past weekend was just crazy
Yeah.
for sports. Saturday especially, bro. Like it was just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Bro, what
mad
was some
that
other games you caught, bro?
I saw because I was checking the score. I'm like, Alabama losing, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
what? Yeah, I turned it off and then they had like 4 overtimes. I'm
Yeah.
like, dang, bro, that's
Mm-hmm.
wild. That's wild, bro. I ain't never seen Alabama like in over that many overtimes with an unranked team.
Yeah,
That
and it's
was
like
crazy.
there's not the fact that they went to four overtimes. This is about the fact that who they played in order to have to go to those 4 overtimes. If that would have been against like Georgia, that would have been understandable. Like dang, like that's a tough opponent. Like no like
Yeah.
disrespect to like any other teams, but like doing that against this Auburn team that's as a new head coach that isn't dominant. Like come on now, really? But hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, yeah. I'm excited for the bowl games next weekend, and I know next weekend is probably going to be more crazy. and
Bro,
how
that's crazy. I didn't even realize the bowl season is about to start, bro. It's just like everything just been fine. It flies by so quick, bro.
oh yeah, that we almost in 2022, bro. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy. Sports came back full capacity with fans.
Mhm.
I mean, it's a lot. It's really a lot going on in the sports world. Like it's time is flying, and fans are back, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just like, man, I just remember where we were
Mhm.
like just like a year ago, a few months ago.
Yeah.
It
That's
was
facts, bro.
depressing watching those fans, bro, in the
Yeah.
stands. Oh man.
Yeah. It was really one of them, bro. It really
Man,
was, bro. But what
it
you what
was
you think about NFL Sunday, bro? Like some of the games that's been on.
I'm honestly surprised that Pittsburgh lost to a big rivalry game.
Mhm.
The Bengals and Pittsburgh in the same division.
Yep.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
they got they didn't lose. They got torched.
They
They
got
got
whooped.
torched.
They got whooped. They got spanked.
Yeah, spanked,
Yeah.
spanked.
Mm-mm.
Man, like the crazy thing is,
What up,
Mike Tomlin's still winning games though.
bro? He hasn't had a losing season yet, bro.
Yeah, never. Like he's the to me he's like right under like Bill Belichick, but like
Mhm.
he's someone that I would want to for him to like coach like the Bears, like or bro, like what about him coaching Oklahoma?
I doubt he'll go to college. Go back. See, leave the Steelers to go to Oklahoma, bro. Go back to
Oh
college.
yeah, he did say in that interview that
Yeah,
he get taken care of good in Pittsburgh, bro. Like
yeah. He's already cemented there as a legend. So like, why leave?
yeah,
You at the highest place, the highest pinnacle of coaching
yeah,
football. So like, why leave? At a
yeah,
historic franchise too.
yeah. And he's been to the playoffs. He's been to the Super Bowl, and
He won.
He's coached Le'Veon and Antonio Brown in a prime, bro.
Hmm.
Think about that. Like
Hmm.
at a point in time, they were like the best two duo, like probably in history, bro. At one point, like it's crazy.
They had a nasty three-headed monster with Big Ben,
Yeah,
AB, and Le'Veon Bell. It was something nasty. The
man,
triple
that Pittsburgh.
B's.
Yeah, Le'Veon and bro, remember how patient he used to be, bro? Like
Bro, he
he
had
would
his
sit
own
back.
running style, bro.
Yeah, he like you said, he had like one of his own like just running style, bro. Like it was just
Mhm.
different.
That's facts, bro. And like sometimes you saw like younger players like in high school or try to copy that style, but it's like that's not for everybody. Like
Yeah.
he was just really like that, bro. And it's like, bro, like he was cold when he was at Michigan State, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure, bro. Like that Pittsburgh team was like cold, bro.
For sure.
Man,
I was rocking with them heavy back in the day.
yeah, they were solid though. Um, let's see. We forgot Thanksgiving games, bro. Dallas, Dallas lost to. Um, I still think Dallas is very, very good this year. Like they made a
Mhm.
lot of improvements from last year, even
Yeah.
though they lost like 2, 3 games in a row. Like they're
Mhm.
still having a great season this year.
Yeah, I think they're solid. I don't think they're special, but I think they're a solid team though for sure. I think they're for
Yeah,
sure solid.
yeah, and I think that's one team that I think they might fold in the playoffs.
I,
Because
I
they
wouldn't be
don't.
surprised.
Yeah, they just don't have that experience yet. Like they don't.
Yeah, still a young team.
Yeah, still, and they still like coping together and finding chemistry together. So
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
and they got
For
to get
most,
healthy, bro. They got to get
yeah,
healthy.
yeah. Um, Bears beat
We're not talking about the
Detroit.
Bears, bro. That game was so sweet. We're not even gonna waste no time, man. Let's go ahead and talk about the Saints, bro. Saints and the Bills. That's what we talking about now, bro. That game was so trash, bro. That's,
You got me mad, bro.
I'm telling you, bro, that game was, man.
Bro, why does Roger Goodell be doing that, bro? Like, why'd you even put that game together on Thanksgiving, bro?
What?
To me,
Mm-hmm.
like holiday games, bro, are supposed to be the best games. Like holiday
Yeah.
games are supposed to be like Golden State versus like Phoenix,
Bro, they
Golden
got
State.
the NFL has to do it the way that the NBA does Christmas games, bro.
Yeah,
They have their best teams play on Christmas. You know, that's
yeah,
what the NFL needs to do. All right, we're gonna have our best teams play on Thanksgiving. You know.
yeah, bro. Like you want to have like Kansas City and like the Rams play. You want to have like
Yeah,
the
or like the Rams and the Packers, something like that. You know, like just some
yeah,
really good, solid teams, bro.
yeah. Because that's like when you eat Thanksgiving dinner, bro. Like nobody wants to sit around. Like we want to be eating and be engaged with the game, bro. Like we want to see touchdowns, like overtime,
Bro,
like.
I almost said something about how good my Thanksgiving was, my boy. I ain't gonna say too much. I ain't gonna say
Hey,
too
yo,
much, you hear?
yeah, bro. You got a little dessert that came with it, bro. I'll just say
My
that for
man said the dessert
free,
came. Oh my god. I ain't gonna say too
man.
much, boy. Oh, you was a fool, bro.
Bro, that's that. I had uploaded a post, but like, man, that's just so dope that you're able to have like a great Thanksgiving dinner, bro. Like this past Thanksgiving year, bro. Man,
Yeah. Hey, just know
because
it was one to remember, bro.
oh yeah,
I ain't gonna say too much, but it was one to remember. But let's get back to talking about the sports stuff, my boy. You feel
yeah.
me? On the sports tip, you know?
No, my top three Super Bowl contenders for this year,
Okay.
I would say I have to throw Kansas City in there. I put Kansas City at three. I think they figuring things out. Their defense is
Mm-hmm.
playing better.
And he was playing
Patrick,
way better, bro.
oh yeah, and then Patrick Mahomes is making smarter plays.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so they're at three. At two, I would say. Oh, I hate to say this to you. Green Bay Packers with Aaron Rodgers and them
Mm-hmm.
being fully healthy. Like Aaron Rodgers is just like one of the most accurate quarterbacks in like NFL history, in
He
my
be throwing
opinion.
them dimes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I got Kansas City, Green Bay, and then I can't say the Patriots yet, bro. Even though they're on like a 6 game winning streak and
I'll
like
say this about the Patriots though. That defense is legit. I'll say that. That defense is legit.
they're legit. I'm going with Tampa Bay at one. You got
For
to
sure.
respect
For sure.
you got to. It don't matter if Tom Brady loses 5, 6 games, 10 games in the regular season. If that man is in the playoffs
Yeah. He dangerous.
with a fully healthy team,
He dangerous.
is yeah. So those are like my top three teams to win the Super Bowl this year.
Bro. To
Who's
be
yours?
honest, NFC, I'm trying to think. I'm trying to see.
Yeah.
Do I think the Chiefs could beat the Packers? I have just about the same list, bro. No,
Yeah.
I'll take. It depends if I want to see if the Rams get like can really work Odell into that offense to get some solid chemistry. You know, with
Yeah.
Matthew Stafford. I get that it's halfway, like it's seasonally, it's halfway over the regular season, but if they can finally get some chemistry going, and then like that front seven, bro. If you got a front seven, you're gonna be straight, and then you got Jalen Ramsey. Like what? Like come on now. So
Yeah.
just off of that, I put them a notch above the uh the Packers, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure. And especially if they're at home at SoFi Stadium,
Mm-hmm.
um, you're not playing in a cold weather. That's why I feel like it's so crucial for the Rams to like win the like just to win the NFC um, just to have the best record in the
in that
NFC,
division.
because you do not want to be playing in cold weather where like you can't
Facts.
be throwing the ball to like people like Odell or Cooper
Mm-hmm.
Cup, you know. So I think it's crucial for them is to just to win games so they can get the number one spot and the bye.
Yeah, man, that's real spill, man, bro. You got any other more takes you like to share, my boy, before we dip, man?
Man, like I said, just pay attention to December 11th. I
Mm-hmm.
believe that's UFC 269. And I believe it's two title fights on that card.
Okay.
I forget who's fighting on the card, but all I know is it's a huge card. So just tune in December 11th to UFC 269.
Okay, and shit. Just like that, man. That's it for the latest episode of A Weekend to Remember in Sports. And since you're done with this episode, go ahead, go check out all the other original content that we have on All American State of Mind YouTube channel. And after you finish doing that, go ahead, leave some comments, subscribe, and like also. And after you do all that stuff, you got to share with 3 friends and tell your 3 friends to share it with another 3. Yeah, after them 3 friends get to share, go ahead, go listen to our podcast, All American State of Mind, on Spotify or on Apple Podcasts or wherever else you like to listen to podcasts, and rate and review us, and go ahead and subscribe to us. And just like that, man, we gone, bro.
Yes, sir.